Take a tour.
Okay, cool.
All right. So, of course, my name is Sid Yiddish, and this is my Sports Death Museum. And Michelle. Michelle. Follow me this way,
Okay.
please. Okay, we're going to start from the back because I think it's better to start in the back than to start in the front. Because it's just a weird thing, you know. Death is kind of like that. Nobody wants to come and see death. Everybody hates death. They love death, but they really sincerely hate it, but they claim to love it.
Right.
It's a weird thing. Okay, so
Yeah, you can go ahead and read it still, and
I will certainly do that. So okay, so now this is the actually the last remains and also the instrument of death that was used on Tristan Silverman. She was a roller derby coach of the Los Angeles Flippers. She was well known among her colleagues, and you know, bringing victory almost every time. See, here's the thing: what happened to her though? She was kind of like real roughhouse and stuff, and the sad part was, I don't know if she knew she had it coming or not, but one night her partner and her got into a really violent argument. So this is actual scoreboard wire, and this scoreboard wire was used to strangle Tristan. And I don't know if you can see here from far away or not, but there is a blood stain that's a really stained blood stain. It's right there. It is. It's right there. And this is the dress that Tristan was wearing. These were the shoes that she was wearing, and her body was dismembered and put into this bag so she would fit as snug as a bug in a rug, as they say. Okay. So, now, this is what Orlando the Great used on his victims. Now Orlando Great was a magician. And I know a lot of people, I hear them say, what? Magic is a sport? Well, heck, of course it is. So, Orlando would take his assistants, and you see the bangles here? He would strangle them with the bangles. Stuff the gloves into their mouths to cut off the oxygen. And so then after he was done, he would chop them up and make a stew out of their flesh, and he would add in all-American national pastime pasta and, of course, White Sox peanuts, and make this into a stew. And he bought these in bulk. He usually bought those in bulk. And, you know, I don't think the White Sox management knew what he was using it for, but, you know, que sera, que sera. Now, over here, this was a trophy earned by the late great bowler Allison Delafield. Now, I don't know if you can see here. This is like the sort of the what remains of the blood remains here. Now, she was a bowler that she was phenomenal. Pulled strikes every time she'd bowl. Every time she'd bowl. Well, one night she got home. She's a little drunk, a little worse for wear and tear. And she would, she just like kind of wander around the house, and she was a little too drunk, and she hit the mantle of her home, on the fireplace in the home, and the trophy came down, and you can kind of see the broken mark here. You can see that little slop there. It's a little broken right there. The top here fell on her head and split it in two. She was killed instantly. Follow me a little bit right this way. Yeah. Now this is one of the two most prized possessions in the museum. This Louisville slugger was used by the late great Joe Schlabotnik. Now, Joe played for the Milwaukee Brewers, and Joe used this bat, which was of course ingrained by Richie Allen, who was, he was with the American League in the White Sox from, I'd say, 72, 73, 74. And this bat was used by Joe. And Joe used it in warm-up practice. And there was an overzealous fan that just couldn't stand Joe, just hated Joe. And so the fan got past security, jumped over the dugout, and he grabbed the bat, and he took the bat, and he swung at Joe's head. And I don't know if you can see it here or not. If I can show this to you, there's just real red marks. That's what's left of the blood stains right there. I don't know if you can see that. You see that, Michelle?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit. Okay, good, good. Poor Joe. He never saw it coming. Now, follow me this way. Don't be bashful. Okay. Now this fishing pole. This fishing pole it's a 1952 classic fly pole rod and reel. It was used by the great American fisherman Joe Yost. And Joe was fishing off the coast of Florida, and he was fishing for great white. Well, he was having a hell of a time trying to deliver himself this fish and trying to get this fish. He just couldn't. He just could not get this fish. So he thought, okay, I got a better idea. He decided to use his fishing pole as a javelin and decided to spear the great white. And so he took the fishing pole and he speared it like a javelin, and he tossed it, and the fishing pole went flying. It hit a rock, and it bounced, and it turned 360-degree turn, boom, pierced Joe right in the heart. Poor Joe, didn't see it coming. Well, I have to tell you, this is the end of our tour, but I know you want a memento, so come on with me. So I'd like to give you a memento of our tour. This is I Survived Sid Yiddish's Sports Death Museum tour. And if you would, let me see what I have. I do have a pen. I always carry 30 pens with me. So, Michelle, if you would, why don't you sign it right here, and then I'll sign it. You want me to do it? Yeah. And then I'll sign it. And I know you want to take a picture of us together. Why don't you, do you want to?
Sure.
You're going to find this, okay? You always want.
All right. Not sure how to take a picture of this. Maybe just press this button.